Hey, what is up guys, the only monster here with another replay. This replay was sent in by Aluquette, so thank you my guy for sending this replay in. Hopefully I'm not butchering your name, hopefully I pronounced it somewhat okay, somewhat, acceptable, but if I didn't, I apologize. Also, I don't think I've ever casted an SCA game, so this should be quite interesting. It'll be nice to see how the picks and the playstyles differ from EU or NA, which are some of the regions that I've casted. And I don't actually see a lot of Sand King in EU games, so this is cool to see. I definitely think he's a very nice hero. That point click stun can always come in very handy. But yeah, let's take a look at this draft. Looks like here for the Radiant, off lane SK, safe lane Gyro, mid Kunkka, and then support duo Hoodwink and the Shadow Shaman. Yep, pretty standard stuff. Let's see. Weaver mid? Yeah, okay, Weaver mid. I mean, I was thinking maybe Weaver support, but now that I click on him and I see the Slippers of Agility, definitely gonna be in the core position, and Sight the Slardar gonna be the off lane. Ursa, or here by the top, and support duo Elder Titan and Lion. Oh, already setting up a sentry ward into the enemy small camp. I like this move, just being able to deny away any pulls coming on from the Radiant safe lane. Honey runes are about to spawn in. Looks like the Radiant. They want to sneak this rune. Slara does have the level 1 into Slithering Crush. 3-man Crush. Homing Missile and the Shackles. A bit of overlapping their CC. Stomp onto 3. That will be able to cover the Slaughter's retreat. Slow Fingers. Oh, probably didn't win the click battle here. Yeah, uses a Scurry. Even gets it. Nicely done there by the Hoodwink, able to secure that bounty rune. And looks like in the end it's going to be 2 for 2. All right, like there was actually a pretty big potential of like this Slardar going down, but a bit of the overlap in the CCs, and then also a nice 3-man stump, and this Slardar was able to make it away. Salves himself up, good as new. Nice. Get the actually gets the deny on the range creep there. That's a nice little deny there for the Weaver. Gonna set himself ahead. So nice little start. Oh, the range. Oh, that's so unfortunate. The Sand King burrowing the range creep to try to secure that, but the Ursa a little bit was definitely faster with the fingers there than he was with the Banner Rune. I'm not sure, like, I'm not actually sure how the Kunkka does against the Weaver. Like, I actually never played Kunkka versus Weaver in the mid, but I can imagine it's not very fun. Anytime you're as a melee hero against the ranged, doesn't sound too fun. And also, yep, already a point into the Gemini. Those two, like the extra right click really does hurt. And I wonder if he's actually gonna put a point into the swarm. He's just gonna try to max these two out. Curious to see that. Let's see. It'll be nice if this Shadow Shaman bought a Sentry Ward so he could actually unblock this small camp and try to get some pulls going their way. Although he could also try to pull the side camp whenever it's like this far pushed out. You can always pull it this way. But it's much more easily disruptible than it is if you pull from the small camp. We do have a DC, and actually somebody's microing Kunkka, so he stays here in the mid lane, and he actually doesn't go far away, but they're not actually pausing for him, so it's a little bit weird. But yeah, we'll see if the Kunkka does come back. Yeah, Kunkka's back. A little bit unfortunate he had to miss, maybe like 2 or 3 creeps there, but I guess it's not the end of the world. One miss out there, hits onto the Slaughter, but should be a-okay.
That's not for the likes of you.
Let's see. Actually, no points into the caustic. I'm actually quite surprised. The Sand King not going for the into the caustic. Oof, getting that range grip denied. Doesn't feel good. Yeah, I'm really surprised he was actually not going for the point into the caustic since the lane is going quite passive. Like, they're not. Like, I actually haven't seen very many attempts going onto the supports. I haven't been paying much attention over to the top neither. So far, pretty static laning phase. Neither team dropping very low or making any aggressive movements here. Oh my god, of course I missed the first blood because Oh, getting the swarm on. Just getting chased out. Sukuchi gets the right click and secures the first blood onto the Kunkka. That's sad. Like I literally just think the Kunkka just literally got ran down. That's actually so sad. Weaver's yeah, disgusting hero. But yeah. Actually buying the boots. I'm actually quite surprised he's buying the boots. I guess you want the movement speed. I don't know. I feel like with Weaver, it's like one of those heroes that's like you honestly don't really need the boots since you're most of the time gonna be spamming that Sakuchi anyways. And you know if you want to rush for your items, you can always get there faster. Fortunately, he wasn't quite able to land that X-Torrent combo. It's a little bit rough, you know. Like if you don't get it almost frame perfect, this Weaver with that movement speed from the Sakuchi is gonna be able to make it away. They do have some nice catch for this Weaver though. Like until this Weaver gets Lincoln Sphere, even possibly BKB as well. But until he doesn't get a defensive item, he should be pretty scared. Like, dude, once this Kunkka does hit the level 6, it's like if this, this Kunkka is worth his Lick Assault, and this Weaver should definitely be scared of this Kunkka once he does hit that level 6, because that boat early on does quite a bit of damage. Speaking of a lot of damage, Slardar with the homing missile taking those tower shots. Homing missile chasing out forward, but this gyrocopter a little bit too low, so won't pursue any further. Gonna get salved up. Looks like that's gonna be the end of that. Almost missing another kill. Oof. This Kunkka not having a great time here in the mid. This Weaver already level 6. Kunkka just hitting the 5. That's a big creeper right there. Yeah, okay. Sand King has a point into the caustic now. Should be having a much nicer time clearing these waves and also harassing out the Ursa whenever he's around the creeps that the Sand King has the caustic finale on. It's like Weaver trying to make a rotation up top. Using the Sakuchi spike. Mana drain, Sand King pretty low. Hits the burrow onto the Weaver, but only gonna buy him a little bit more time. Ursa able to whack him down. And this Weaver wants to chase for more, putting the swarm onto the hoodwink Sakuchi. I mean, honestly, good. Yeah, he can just go for it. He has time lapse. He has nothing to be scared of. Gemini. Actually, I'm surprised he time lapsed it. I'm really surprised he time lapsed there. Very, very scared. Like, I'm not sure what you have to be scared of. Like, honestly, like. Sanking's not TPing in just yet. Kunkka is not 6, he just hit the 6. So yeah, a little bit unfortunate he didn't actually manage to get that hoodwink kill. But I guess, better be safe than sorry, I guess. Nice pull there from the Elder Titan, denying away some of that EXP. I'd like to see this Kunkka try to make a rotation, like either at the side lanes or one of the supports to kill this Weaver. This Kunkka definitely needs to get something going his way because the laning phase wasn't too kind to him. He has a haste, so perfect rune to try to make a rotation. But, oh, Shackle onto the other Titan. Oh, missile still cooldown another 10 seconds, but won't be needed. Stomp. Woo! Almost getting that stomp off, but Gyrocopter with the right click able to secure that kill there. Not sure what the Slaughter was doing. I mean, it's one of those moments where it's like, I'm not sure what the Slaughter was doing or the Elder Titan was doing. Like, I wasn't paying too much attention, so I don't know if the Slaughter was the one out of position or if it was the Elder Titan out of position, but regardless, it ends up landing the safe lane here, a kill. Let's see. You'll Scepter first, eh? Yeah, alright. I like it. Not going for the greedy BOTs. Popping the haze, boat. Hitting onto the Weaver. There's no dust. He did put a sentry ward down here in the mid, but it's a little bit too far away. And this Weaver's just gonna be able to make it on out. A little bit unfortunate. If this Kunkka had a +1, that definitely would have been a kill. Would have been nice, like, if this Shadow Shaman try to make a rotation over by the mid, oh? Speaking of mid. Oh, Titan getting gone on a little bit. Torrent and the Tidebringer doing a good bit of damage, but will be able to salve himself up. Slardar moving over to the mid is 6 now, so has that pointed to the corrosive haze now. We'll be able to bottle that illusion rune up. Gonna get that pull now. Kunkka getting gone on. A lot of heroes in the mid. Burrow hitting onto the Sand King. Popping the epicenter, a core shot, and the bushwhack connecting on through. They're gonna be able to get the kill into the Lion. Orsa dropping pretty low, forced to use the Enrage now. Slardar with the TP rotation, putting the corrosive haze onto the Sand King, chasing on forward. But the burrow into the trees, is that gonna be enough? Oh my god, the bash. But the bushwhack gonna be able to hold the Slardar back into place. And Sand King might be able to make it out. Kunkka is here. X. No boat. Fortunately, doesn't have the mana. Weaver able to secure the kill onto the Sand King there with the Sakuchi now. Chasing for more. Getting hexed up. That's a fast bug. Oh, but gets hexed up. Shackled. Underneath the tower. Torrent. Tidebringer. Not quite enough damage. Able to get the time lapse off. Hoodwink on the retreat. Gonna get finished off by the Slardar there. Tower shots. And the X. Both seems a little bit excessive, but hey, you want to secure the kill, you're gonna get the kill. It looks like in the end, it's gonna be a 2-for-1 Sand King. Dude, that engagement was so long, the Sand King is already respawned, but yeah, and in the end, it's a 2-for-1. I think you're quite happy if you're the side of the Dire. You get some nice kills. But, I'm not sure, because, you know, this Gyrocopter was pretty much just farming down bottom, having the greatest time of his life, so... It's a little bit like, oof, oof, oof. Oh my god, that's perfect timing. I thought I forgot to switch over to net worth, but I switched over to net worth exactly at the 10-minute mark. Well, 10:02, but you know. Kunkka gonna go straight into the BKB here. They should know. They should know that there's some type of vision around here because when the Sand King was walking up here, the siege turret actually targeted him. So they should know that there's some type of vision around there. It would be nice if the Shadow Shaman just stop going bottom, like, you know, instead try helping over the mid. Try to take this tower. He's level 6 already, so has to point into the Mass Serpent Wars. You know, Gyrocopter not really interested in fighting or trying to push these towers. He just kind of wants to farm, get his items, hit back into the jungle, you know, rinse repeat. Not really push out or be too much in the lane. And I definitely think his support over at top or at mid would probably land him a kill or even the tower. Sand King off into the sidelines here. They want to get something, but I believe the Dire know exactly what's going on. Next to his ward right here. Yeah, Lion, good positioning. Oh. Yeah, they know what's up. They know exactly what's up, and they also saw the Kunkka coming up here with the ward, so a little bit unfortunate this rotation. That's gonna land him a kill, and Ursa's already dipping on out. Yep, just gonna start hitting the jungle. Sand King gonna TP over to mid. Well, at the very least, Kunkka's gonna be able to claim this tower. Now Lion gonna TP down bottom. Definitely the right idea. Top, not where you want to be fighting. Bottom definitely seems like a much better place to try to be fighting. But a little bit unfortunate this Lion actually just TP'd right onto their faces, straight up in vision. It would have been nice if he actually TP'd behind the tower and then went underneath, like, you know, outside of vision. Maybe try to catch these two heroes off guard.
I'll take your tribute.
Now we're sort of chilling. Not much is happening. Gives me a good opportunity to look at some of these items going on. Alright. Milestone completed on the Weaver. What's he gonna go for next? BKB. Alright. Yeah, I mean, Sure, why not? Like, allows you to just pop the BKB, go ham, not having to worry about pretty much anything during the duration of that BKB. So, Spirit and the Stomp, ooh, getting cancelled out. Corrosive Haze and the Hex. Call down. Unfortunately, not able to lock those people down inside of that cooldown. Hoodwink did also TP on over, and Sankin is here in the vicinity. Oh, but they get the shackle onto the Slaughter. Oof, that finger. Gonna be able to secure the kill onto the Lion boat. X. Ooh, Sharpshooter able to snap out the Lion and the boat. Comes on down, taking the other Titan's life, and now that homing missile. Gonna be able to secure the kill onto the Slaughter. Very nicely done here. On the side of the Radiant. Bringing in the numbers and taking the fight.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is
A
under
little bit
attack.
unfortunate here for the side of the Dire. They didn't quite have the numbers there, but at the very least, Weaver is going to be able to claim this mid tower.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Definitely think the next objective here for the side of the Radiant is to group up and just take this mid tower
Dire's bottom
down to
tower is
270
under attack.
HP. It's just, a few right clicks and you'll be able to get it. And plus, tier 1s don't have backdoor, so don't have to worry about that. Sanking, making good progress towards his Blink Dagger. That's definitely gonna be the next timing to look out for the side of the Radiant here. Sanking does get his BKB down at bottom. Oh, okay. I thought Gyrocopter was losing a little bit too much HP there. I'm like, wait a minute, is he getting gone on? No, he's just farming in a big ass stack. Sanking though. Blinks, crush. Loses up into the air, buying himself a little bit more time. Is there no dust? Oh, there we go. They have a sentry. Gonna be able to get the kill into the Sanking. Like, normally it actually, normally you'd be kind of happy about your Sanking going down there, but the Sanking was actually, like, reasonably high in the net worth there.
Dire's middle tower has
Kunka gonna be able to secure that mid tower though. However, it might be in a bit of trouble. Does have the Cocos Rum on top of himself. However, when you have the rest of the Dire team just clicking away at you, it's a little bit hard even without Cocos Rum, and now Shadow Shaman might end up going down here as well for trying to save his buddy. Sukuchi and the Gemini gonna be able to secure the kill there. However, Weaver might be in a little bit of trouble, gonna time lapse immediately. Epicenter getting cancelled up. Still not quite able to cast it. It's gonna be able to cast it now. Trying to chase for this Ursa, but doesn't have to burrow. We're actually not within range, unfortunately there. Does need to be careful. Getting Corrosive Haste up. Oh, nice bushwhack into the cooldown. Gonna be able to secure the kill onto the Slaughter there. Oh, Gyrocopter. End up going down. Sanking, nice burrow. Nice to start thinking about going back. Oh no, they get the vision down. Actually, they didn't. It was just a blind spike that actually landed. And they're just gonna back away, dude. These fights, like, these fights are so wild. These fights are very wild. Does he have the mana break talent? Yes, he does. No, not quite the 15 yet. Dude, these fights are actually pretty crazy. But yeah, dude, once this Sand King has Blink, oof, 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 oof. Things are gonna be good for the Radiant because they already have a good bit of cash, like with the Kunkka X, the shackles from the Shadow Shaman, and even just the Burrow Strike without the Blink by itself is good enough. But once this Sand King does get that Blink, it's gonna be a whole different story. A little bit. I'm not actually sure if you can actually still stack with the torrent, because I remember watching a streamer, I think it was Attacker, he was like pretty much stacking camps with the torrent, like, tosses them up into the air, and then while they're in the air, it doesn't count as they're inside the box, and you can stack the camps. I'm not sure if that actually still works or if that was just there during a certain patch, but yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool way to stack the camps. Ursa gonna go into Roche, and yeah, the Radiant, they don't seem to be aware of what's going on. A little bit unfortunate. They didn't quite have the vision inside of the pit, and the Dire, yeah, they scanned, but a little bit too late. And yeah, the Dire spent 2 wards here around the pit. Ursa gonna be able to clean up the Aegis here. Sand King does have his Blink Dagger ready. Bushwhack hitting onto the Slardar, but Gyrocopter with the Corrosive Haze and the Finger and the Stomp gonna end up going down there. A little bit unfortunate, getting caught out in his own jungle. Definitely not the place you want to be at. It's a lot of dire vision here in the Radiant jungle. Oh, immediately gets dewarded though. And they're gonna check this spot. Yeah, they get rid of both wards. Nicely done there. Cleaning out all the enemy wards in your own jungle. Oh, Sand King trying to initiate down bottom. Mass TPs are coming in, but Sand King's already dead. And the rest of the Dire are on the retreat. And without this Sand King, I'm not sure they're going to be able to catch on to anyone. Well, they got the vision onto the Slardar thanks to that homing missile. So maybe they'll be able to catch up to him. But with a blink away, going to be able to create that gap. Ursa now thinking about going back in. Call down. Mass Serpent wards getting shackled up. Boat. Torrent a little bit off the mark. Stomp. That's gonna be the Aegis. Shadow Shaman gonna end up going down there. Ursa respawning. Kunkka hexed up in a whole lot of trouble. Disarms the Weaver, but unfortunately might not be enough. And now moving on to the second target, this Hoodwink. Also down for the count. Looks like it's gonna be a 3-4-1. Actually, the Hoodwink, I didn't actually quite catch it. Weaver does end up going down to the Hoodwink there. So actually, it's not that bad. It's actually not that bad. Like, actually 4-for-1. Dude, Sand King always keeps on dying at the beginning of these engagements, and by the time the engagement is over, the Sand King's already alive. But that's actually not disastrous, considering the Weaver also ended up dying. That's a pretty big kill. He's pretty high up there in the net worth graph, and yeah, got quite a few levels too. I don't actually think he had the BKB during that fight, otherwise he probably would not have died. But yeah, nicely done there by the Hoodwink, able to secure the kill there onto the Weaver, and that must have been a good bit of gold going his way too. Let's see, yeah, 575, that sure is. Apologies, I have a little bit of interruption, I'll be right back. And we're back, apologies, had to take a little phone call there. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see what items we got. Well, did the Lion just get his blink? He must have. I don't think he actually had it for the previous fight, but that's quite a nice item to have, and it's like reasonably early considering it's position 5 Lion, and he's been buying quite a few wars. Let's see, tier 2s are coming out. Let's see what items we have actually for this other Radiant. He's actually picked up any of the tier 2s for this other Radiant. People's Gift, that's quite nice. Oh, over by mid. Whoops. A little bit busy looking at neutral items. Blink, Hex, Spike, of course, Haze, Finger, boom, the whole kitchen sink. And they bring the Kunkka down. Huh? Looks like we have a DC. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we have a DC. As soon as the player reconnects, we'll be right back. So I'll see you guys in a second. And we're back. Some, yeah, you know, some banter. I was warned of this. I said it's a culture thing, and banter is always a must in NCAA games, so. Let's see, Ursa almost there to his BKB. It's about another 1100 more gold, and he'll have that. Slardar also working on his BKB. Yeah, they're done. They're done with this. This Sand King with this burrows and these boats and these Shadow Shaman disables. Like, yeah, there's actually so many disables on the side of the Radiant. Not surprised to see all 3 cores getting BKBs. See, Shadow Shaman with the Ether Lens. I wonder what he's gonna be working on next. Probably gonna be the Blink, since he already has 100 gold, 1,000 gold in the bank without spending. So, Gyro with the fresh BKB. Looks like he's gonna be working on the crit stick next, followed by the Satanic. Nice little stack there from the Hoodwink. See, Roshan may respawn in another 3 minutes, so
Haste.
uh, it'll be nice if the Dire actually like put a few more wards down into the enemy side of the jungle. Like, yeah, they already have a buttload of sentries here. But it'll be nice to try to take control of this enemy jungle so you can get a little bit more map control. You know, maybe take this tier 2 so you can move on to the outpost and, you know, further increase your control on the enemy jungle. But looks like Dire, they're going to smoke up. They don't have every single member with them. So they might need to be a little bit careful. They do see the Kunkka farming in the mid. So they're going to go for a redo. So the Ring Crush with the Corrosive Haze, they drop the cooldown, nice little burrow onto 2, and the cooldown hitting onto 3, dealing massive amounts of damage. They're gonna get the kill onto the Slaughter and the Lion right off the get-go. Ursa forced to pop the Enrage and just run away. Sand King chasing for more, has a blink. Off cooldown now, blinks forward, tries to find something. Catches a glimpse of the Elder Titan, but not quite able to connect on through. But regardless, a nice fight here for the side of the Radiant. The Dire thinking that Kunkka gonna be a nice little easy pick off, but weren't quite able to kill him in time, and the rest of the team able to arrive at that nice call down onto 3, dealing a lot of damage. And they found the other Titan, Pharaoh. They're gonna use him up into the air, buy a little bit more time for the homing missile, but unfortunately not quite enough. Weaver on the backside of things, trying to go for the back lines, but forced to just pop the BKB and run away once the Kunkka does show up. And that's BKB on cooldown for this Weaver. So this Weaver is gonna need to play a little bit scared there for the next 60 seconds. Slaughter, you think about going back in.
Moves. I like your style.
And the rest of the variant, they're gonna start to retreat. I like this. I like this on the side of the raid. They're playing all together. Retreating as one, pushing as one. Very nicely done. Gonna be able to clean up this DD here. But yeah, very nicely done. Like the Radiant, they were down before that fight, but now it's just less than a 1k network lead here for the side of the Dire. Very unfortunate they weren't all together. Like I think the other Titan was somewhere around here, you know, farming the triangle. Then there was somebody else around here, not quite there for the gank onto the Kunkka, and didn't bring down the Kunkka down in time. The rest of his team were around him, and the rest is history. Really nicely done there by the Radiant. Like, even though they didn't like didn't get much after the initial fight, it was nice to see them, you know, all push together, try to do stuff all together, and then whenever it's time to retreat, they retreat all together. Not, you know, just one by one, and then maybe leaving one, you know, one support dangling and, you know, getting picked off. Very nice. And the Dire, I don't know, they're a little bit shook. Like they were the ones with the momentum, you know, like fresh BKBs were coming up. You know, Ursa was just very close to getting his BKB. Weaver had just gotten his BKB not too long ago. Slaughter, you know, pretty much there to his BKB. So either, you know, just going a little bit too early or just not being ready, or going onto the Elder Titan. They're just gonna blow him up and just dip on out. Yup. Goodbye. Thank you very much, and we're out. Very nicely done there by the Hookwing and the Sand King, setting up until the Elder Titan. You know, the Elder Titan just farming away at the creep wave and able to get a nice little clean pick off there, thanks to the sharpshooter and epicenter. I wonder why it's not actually in the fight recap, the fact that sharpshooter was used. It's like Roshan will be respawning in 1 minute 30. I definitely think it's go time here for the side of the Dire. Like, things don't get much better than this. Like, you know, you got fresh BKBs on all your cores. Your Elder Titan's about to respawn. You have smoke on your Lion. I definitely think it's go time for the side of the Dire, and because they've been kind of AFK, I guess, waiting for their items. But now that the cores have their items, I definitely think it's go time. Like, you can't. Dude, the Radiant has so much pick off. You can't actually like play this, you know, kind of split pushing game, because I definitely think the Radiant are gonna beat you to it. And I like this. Dire already smoking up. Sand King trying to push out the waves, puts a sandstorm down, but the sentry ward is down, and with the stomp, Hex, Get the kill into the Sand King. Nicely done there by the Dire. Grouping up. Around their timing, smoking up, finding a nice little pick off. And now, they should be able to take control of this enemy jungle. They don't have that many wards though. They do have one in the shop as well as one in the Lion. Nice Astral Step with the Stomp combo there, hitting onto the Hoodwink. Hex, Corrosive Haze. One more right click, they get the kill. Nicely done there by the Dire. Now the name of the game is gonna be Split Push here for the side of the Radiant, but the Dire, they're not done just yet. They're going from one target after the next. Let's see if this gyro reads the situation. Yes, he does. Nicely done. Spidey sensors start tingling. He just DPs on away. Nicely done. Oh, that timing. Oh, that couldn't have been better timing here for the side of the Dire as they're running over to top and Weaver goes into the pit. Roshan respawns. So they scout that out. What is that? Gonna get working on getting that Aegis down. Sanking here. Trying to defend this tier 1 here. Might need to be a little bit careful. Fresh Scotty here for the Weaver as well. Radiant. They want to defend this. Yeah, the Dire definitely need to be a little bit careful. The Ursa is not quite there and don't really want to give away that they're doing Roche. Ursa gonna be able to get Roche now. Is he gonna take the shard? I think he should. His shard is actually pretty goddamn good. Every time he uses Earth Shock, you're getting a rage. And yeah, he's gonna take it. That's pretty good. The Radiant, they smoke up. They're posturing. Maybe thinking of trying to take a fight. This would be a good time. I don't know why, but the Dire, they're split up. So they're able to find one target and blow them up. Could set up for something, but it's like the Radiant. They're gonna start to back away. Evan's Halberd, that's gonna be quite nice for the Slardar and disarming that gyrocopter. Where's the other Titan building? Phew, yeah, that's a very nice one. Lotus, very good Lotus game. Oh, did this Shadow Shaman just switch to Aghanims? Ugh. Ugh. I don't know. I am so not a fan of Aghanim Scepter, but Dire, they're gonna smoke up. Hoodwink actually breaking that smoke and putting a nice little cheeky ward there. Breaks the smoke with the scurry. Going off into the trees, and yep, he's on out. Nicely done there by the Hoodwink. Places a nice little cheeky ward here, breaks the smoke. Dire don't get anything out of that, and the Radiant gets some very crucial information as to what's happening in the map. Yeah, gank avoided. Nicely done. You just have to keep on doing this for the next 3 minutes. Or maybe try to go for a pick off. Rest of the Dire, they're very split up. Yeah, already TPs from the Hoodwink. Maybe thinking about setting up onto the Slardar. If this Sand King comes down here at bottom, maybe they could try to kill the Slardar. Yeah, there we go. BOTs from the Sand King. Gets Corrosive Haste up. Hoodwink, trying to find something. A little unfortunate that burrow strike, that initial burrow strike didn't actually quite connect on through, but Slardar does have the BKB, so it's a little bit of a hard kill without landing that initial burrow strike. So rest of the Dire, they're gonna clean up this tier 1 here in the off lane. Aegis still in the hands of the Ursa for another 2 minutes.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Pardon me, I'm a sip of my tea. Yeah, Shadow Shaman. I don't know why people are like such fans of the Aghanim Scepter. I guess, sure. I'm just not a fan. I think there's much more useful items that you can get for 4.2k gold. But hey. Shadow working at that Scatty as well. That's gonna be quite nice. Very tense moment right here. Dire, trying to find Trying to find something, but the Radiant, they're not giving it to them. Playing very disciplined, not overextending, making sure they don't get picked off, split pushing the lanes. It'll be nice if the Sand King, I mean, he probably wants to keep his TP ready for the mid. It'll be nice if someone actually started pushing over this top wave. And yeah, already the Sand King TPing on back. Immediately uses the Sandstorm. Burrow. I hear X and a boat hitting onto the back lines. Speaking of back lines, Shadow Shaman does end up going down. Cold down, getting casted. Kunkka popping the BKB, starting to man fight with the Ursa. Maybe not the target. Woo! Ursa almost ends up going down. Homie miss out chasing onto the Lion. Swarm connecting onto 2. Ursa jumping right back in. It's gonna lose the Aegis. Maybe trying to go for a cheeky pick off onto the Gyrocopter, but a nice little stomp onto 3. Gonna be able to secure the kill onto the Gyrocopter. Man moving onto the Kunkka. Getting tossed up into the air. Now the spike onto the Sand King. Sand King, they have vision of him, but gonna use himself up into the air, buy himself a little bit more time. Blink forward, stomp, hitting onto the Gyrocopter. And now the Burrow. Looks like this Elder Titan will be the sacrificial lamb here. Only miss out. Bushwhack, they get the kill. Man, dude, what a spread out fight. Like, the beginning of that fight was like so spread out. You have like Kunkka going onto the Lion here, and then you have Ursa going onto the Shadow Shaman here. Had a little bit of a hard time keeping up, but overall, the Radiant defend. Like, it did cost them a buyback from the Gyrocopter, but in the end, they end up defending the tier 2. They get the Aegis, so hey, not that bad. Uh, it does hurt a little bit having to have used the Gyrocopter buyback, but honestly, I think you're kind of okay with that. You know, still keeping this tier 2 is a pretty big objective. Like opening, like having your outpost open, definitely is a big vulnerability. The Radiant, they smoke up and they try to find something, but unfortunately weren't quite able to. But they get a nice little ward down. That's something that I really like about the supports. And you know, when they go for smoke plays, like, you know, you go for a smoke play, you try to find something, maybe you don't find something, but at the very least you end up dropping a really nice deep observer ward, which is gonna provide quite a bit of information here. So you didn't net any kills, but in the information game, you definitely end up winning there. Kunkka, oh, I was about to say going for a late Radiance, but now switching it up to the AC. That's gonna be quite nice, especially against all this minus armor from this Corrosive Haze and the Swarm. And actually, it would have been a pretty good Deso game for pretty much the Weaver. I mean, I wouldn't really see the Ursa building a Deso nor the Slardar. Maybe the Slardar if he was having like an absolute insane game, but he wasn't. But yeah, maybe the Weaver could have actually built the Deso. Might have been nice, just to get that extra minus armor with the Swarm and the Corrosive Haze. But hey, what talent did he actually get? Oh, he went 2 attacks to kill the Swarm. Yeah, nice. Oof, Gyrocopter immediately popping the BKB. He's just gonna go. Yep, no way. Woo! My God. This bash goes to BKB, I believe. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that was Ricky business, man. But yeah, very risky business. Very risky business. If that Slaughter actually had the bashes ready, like whew, that would have been so bad. That would have been so bad. It was actually melting pretty quickly. Like, you know, the Swarm plus the Corrosive Haze. That's quite a bit of minus armor. And this Weaver, a serious amounts of damage. Let's see.
Regeneration.
Usai gonna pick up that regen. But for now, things are pretty static. Right now it's reaching a point of the game where One little mistake might cost you quite a bit. Even for the Dire, like, you know, take a bad fight. This lead that they've been working so hard to get is just gonna. Oh, some nice neutral items dropping. Let's see. Oof, telescope. That's a very nice one. Spell prism, another really nice one. Let's see what we have on the radiant. Another pet peeve. Jungle supports. I wonder. I mean, you probably give that to the Sand King. Ooh, Blast Ring is pretty good. But I don't know, Spell Prism is also pretty goddamn good. Let's see. Oof, Timeless Relic. That would have been really nice for the Sand King, actually. Maybe the Lion takes that, but he already has his Telescope. Some hard choices, actually. Like, some really good neutral items coming on through. Wishbane, another good item. Oh, I actually wonder if you can actually dispel the... You can actually purge off the bugs from the Weaver with that Witch's Bane. That might actually be nice. Now we're chilling. Let's have a look at some of these items, actually. Still not there on that. Oh, actually, I was about to say, still not there on that Lotus, and literally just picks it up. So, yeah, it's very nice for the Elder Titan and his teammates as well. A lot of spells to be reflecting. Let's see. Oh, Shadow Shaman has his axe. That's it. That's the timing, bro. That's the timing. That's what we're smoking, boys. This is the timing we're playing for. Oof, if they find a Weaver, that could be a really nice target. Unfortunately, the Bushwhack wasn't quite able to connect and immediately passed the BKB, blinking all forward, trying to cash out the backlines. Going into this Lion. Getting controlled up. Oh, they've managed to find the backlines, and the Shadow Shaman just ends up going down both. Just getting the rum of Gyrocopter. It's dropping pretty low. Trying to get those right clicks off, but it's gonna get the kill into the Slardar. Weaver. Gonna get the kill onto the Gyrocopter, but the Bushwhack and gonna blow up this Weaver. So is the Ursa. Woo-wee! Kunkka, pretty low on HP. Needs to be a little bit careful. It's just gonna TP on now, but not gonna work out. They had vision of him there. Very risky TP there. Nice stomp. Oh, did he actually just use himself? Ah, oh, Sag. That's Sag for the Sand King. Blink. Oof, guesses the wrong direction. Very unfortunate, actually, that the Kunkka ended up going down there. If the Kunkka doesn't actually end up going down there, maybe they could actually take a tier 2 and maybe even an outpost, but, you know, just with the Hoodwink and the Sand King, not really able to take any structures with just those two heroes. Not really the greatest tower hitters. Not even Kunkka is, but definitely better than those two that I previously mentioned. A little bit unfortunate, but, dude, like, you know, the Dire, they had kind of this spike when they got their fresh BKBs, when they were like, it was really easy to play games. You know, you have 9-second BKBs, it gets pretty easy. But now that the game is starting to prolong and this BKB is starting to run down to 5 seconds, yeah, 6 seconds, sorry, I'm on the old patch. They're starting to run down to these 6 seconds, and you know, if these raiding heroes are able to cut out these BKBs, like, they're just gonna blow up these heroes up, like, this Weaver, once his BKB came to an end, like, yeah, he just gets controlled up, burst it down. There's a lot of magic damage on the side of the Radiant. I'm actually quite curious to see, like, once the game ends, I'll be quite curious to see the some of these damage graphs and see how much actual magic damage the Dire squad actually received. Another Aghanims, like, Slardar pretty much has its AC. Oh, not quite. After this creep wave, we'll have it. Nice. Gonna exit Hoodwink, TB back to base. Make it on back. Shard. Dude, like, Shard is so much nicer than Axe in my opinion, but yeah. Let's see. Orchid for this Kunkka. Alright, I mean, yeah, dude. Like, this Weaver doesn't have Lincolns, and if you're able to cat out his BKB, once his BKB comes to an end, and you get that silence off, you make sure he actually doesn't get that time lapse off. Although he already has his Satanic. I'm not actually sure if Satanic does this spell, Orchid Silence. That's actually a great question. I'm not quite sure, and I guess I'll get to find out. But that's gonna be very nice for the Weaver. Have that extra lifesteal, and you know, able to pretty much reset his health to full. You know, once he drops low, pops his Satanic, gets a few right clicks in, and pretty much back to full HP. Dire, they're smoking up. Gonna start running into the enemy triangle. The smoke pops. Oh, and quick fingers there on the Kunkka, able to pop that BKB still. Dropping pretty fast. Boat coming in. Getting that Coco's run, but unfortunately not quite enough. And now Gyrocopter getting focused down, pops a call down, but unfortunately with that corrosive haze and the 3 cores focusing him down, this was way too much damage. Nice fight here from the side of the Dire. And a good jump onto the Kunkka and then moving on to the next target. Ooh, trying to go for the sharpshooter and maybe snap out that slaughter. We're quite able to hit though. So nice, Dire. They're gonna be able to claim this tier 2 and open up the outpost for themselves.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tanking, epicenter, trying to go for this kill into the slaughter. We'll be able to secure it. Acorn shot with the bushwhack, but unfortunately Sanking just gets focused down, fingered out. Buyback from the Gyrocopter. Atos getting reflected onto the other Titan. Oh my god, this Gyrocopter trying to step right back up, but unfortunately gets hexed up, focused down by the Weaver, but the Acorn shot with the bushwhack. Sharpshooter able to kill out this Lion, but man, this Gyrocopter dying back, that's not what you want to be seeing. And this Weaver still has BKB ready to go, and that's Satanic.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Gonna be a very hard kill here. Kunkka is back alive. Ursa going in, fortifications. Getting shackled. Taking a good bit of damage with the boat. Yeah, he's just dead. Nice. The defense, like very wild over extension from the Ursa gets punished. So the Radiant, they're able to defend the Rex.
So safe harbor, eh?
Ah, Yikes. Getting Lotus, but unfortunately only gonna buy him a little bit more time. Sharpshooter secures the kill there. Weaver still at this waves, does need to be careful, doesn't have actually the BKB time lapse, still cooldown for another 7. So he will be a-okay. Actually going for the extra Gemini attack instead of the Sakuchi charges. Dude, Weaver actually has such good talents, like dude, it's insane. Like Mana Break, such a good talent. Like it's a little bit niche, but there are certain games where it's like so good. You got the strength, you have the Gemini and the Gemini extra attack, and then also 2 Sakuchi charges. Very good talents. Sanking, did he get the blind? Yes, he did. Nice. But yeah, the game continues. Russian is back alive. Kunkka already in the pit. The Dire, they actually scan it out. They probably saw the Kunkka. Yeah, they saw the Kunkka going into the pit thanks to this ups here up in the high ground. Looks like the Dire, they want to contest, and they sure can. Ursa's coming right back alive, and Elder Titan will be back up in 14. Swarm now heading onto the Sanking. No shard here on the Weaver. Dust, whoo, trying to find out the Sanking, but the Sanking was already out of the pit. Oh, but no. Nah, he didn't. Nah, he didn't. Nah, he did, bruh. Nah, he didn't. That was insane. Bro, the Acorn shot into the 3-man bushwhack, 4-staff into the pit, steals the Aegis, dips on out, and now the Torrent, the boat with the call down, man, the 1-1 combo. starting to focus down this Weaver. Weaver popping the Satanic, trying to get his health back up. Doesn't even pop the Satanic, just gets focused down and they get the kill to the Ursa and the Weaver. Man.
Top tower is under attack.
Yeah. I'm at a loss for words right there. Acorn shot, bushwhack. Gonna hold the Elden Titan back. Burrow onto a Lion. Lion pretty low in HP. A few more right clicks. They get the kill. Woo. Man, that was wild, bro. That was a wild fight. That, dude, the best part was like this hoodwink did that all without vision, literally, like just from the vision from the Acorn shot. That's yeah, that was wild.
Dire's middle tower is under
And now, how quickly the tables turn.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Actually gonna switch over to buyback status, and yeah, Weaver and Ursa are both gonna buy on back. They're not messing about. They don't want to lose their racks. Hoodwink, stepping forward. Needs to be a little bit careful.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Whoa. Builds himself up. Unfortunately, that doesn't purge off the bugs, and Ursa jumping on forward. It's gonna be Aegis. Ursa popping the Enrage. Weaver popping the BKB, trying to go for the backline. So unfortunately, not quite able to find him. Slardar in a little bit deep. They pop the call down. Slardar will be able to make it on out. Weaver jumping right back in.
Radiant's bottom
Does need to be
tower
careful.
is
Doesn't
under
have to
attack.
BKB. It's on cooldown for another 56 seconds. Sharpshooter a little bit off the mark there. Man, very tense moment right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And looks like that's gonna be the end of that. They started Radiant. They're gonna start to back away. Man, whew, what a wild game. I'm still like, whoops, not that one. I'm still like trying to like, you know, process what just happened and like, you know, like, whew, all right, all right. That was, yeah, that was wild. That was definitely tip worthy. I'm not sure why it was only the gyrocopter tipping the hoodwink. That should have been the whole, that should have been the whole Radiant team tipping him. They're gonna smoke up now. They want to find something. Looks like now it's the Radiant being the aggressors with this DD on the gyrocopter. It's a little bit unfortunate. He actually like wasn't able to put it to good use. Would have been nice if he actually bought a bottle and bottled that. I keep saying that every single cast. It would have been nice if he actually bought a bottle and bottled that DD up so that you can, you know, keep it there until the very last second until the fight breaks out.
Ha! Regeneration!
Sand King doing a good job, you know, making sure the lanes are pushed out, keeping that pressure onto the Radiant, onto the Dire, and keeping them in their base. There's no shard there on the Weaver. Nope. That would be actually a really nice shard here for the Weaver, just to catch out the Sand King. Oof, that dust not quite catching on through, but they have the Sentry Ward. That's all they need. Finger, a few more right clicks from the Weaver will be enough to secure the kill until the Sand King. So a little bit unfortunate that split push does end up biting him in the butt.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Sand King gonna be in the sidelines for another 87 seconds, so that sounds a retreat for the rest of the Radiant. Alright, don't mind if I do. It's random cheese in the pit, why not? Take it, we'll take those. Alright, the Shadow Shaman going fully for that ulti, you know, with the Aghanim Scepter and the Refresher. Alright, alright. This man, I mean, hey, if you're gonna go, you know, if you're gonna go for this Aghanim Scepter, you might as well go all in and get that Refresher. Might as well. I mean, honestly, like, with the refresher, like if he's able to put down these two serpent wards, like put the mass serpent wards refreshed, put the other serpent wards like near these structures, like they're actually gonna do a significant amount of damage if these dire heals don't actually kill them quick. So looking forward to that. Slaughter are working on that silver edge. Dire, they're gonna smoke up. It's a little bit unfortunate because they don't have a whole lot of vision. Yeah, they don't see nothing. They don't see nothing. So it's a little bit hard trying to go for ganks like this when you don't really see anything, and it's very easy for the Radiant like to see that something's happening. And yeah, with that outpost capture, the Radiant know exactly what's up. Stay away from our jungle and go to our own triangle and push out these lanes. Dude, this, yeah, I was about to say, this Wing's actually farmed AF. Like, he's got as much farm as the Slaughter. Almost as much.
Radiant are scanning.
Let's see. What neutrals do we have still? Interesting. That's like, alright. Weaver still has the Brigand's Blade. Alright. Spell Prism. Yeah. Actually, I think Flicker would be nice on the Sand King, but I'm not. Maybe I'm not so sure because also the Blast Rig's really nice because there's like so much physical damage coming on through from the side of the Dire. So honestly, Blast Rig might be better. It's like the Radiant, they're gonna be able to clean back their outpost. Code Wing, gonna scout out with his illusion. Know what's up. Dude, the Radiant, I've been playing really well. Like, besides from like, the Sand King getting picked off here and there, like, the Radiant, I've been playing like very well. Like, the Hoodwinks always pushing the lanes whenever they need to, and being together whenever they need to. It sounds very simple, but sometimes it's a little bit hard actually coordinating with your teammates to actually do everything together and like knowing when it is time to be together and knowing when it is time to actually, try to split up. They're circling the enemy triangle. Looks like they want to invade it. They have eyes on this Kunkka here, thanks to this high ground vision. But already getting the D wards out. Slowly but surely, Radiant starting to take control of the map. Do they have any wards? Yeah, I think they have wards coming. Yeah, they have wards coming here on the Shadow Shaman. Sand King gonna TP over top. Deal with this wave. Roshan is back alive now. And yep, Sand King scouts that out. Starts to go into the pit. Agon's Refresher. That's a lot of goodies right there. I actually wonder who they give the axe to. Oh, come on, you gotta give it to the Kunkka actually, now that I come to think about it. You have to give it to the Kunkka. Come on, we have to see the water parks. F the flag cannon. No. This Kunkka just got scammed, bro. Who does not want to see the water parks? Who... much disappoint. Oh, and another DD. Whew. That's gonna spell danger for the Dire. If Radiant do get eyes on that. Unfortunately, this ob's just outside of the range, so they won't be able to catch that DD. Ooh, maybe. No, dude, that nighttime vision. What? I did not really see what happened, but okay. Uh-huh.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
They make quick work of this tier 2 here, and now it's like they're gonna start to set their eyes onto this high ground here. Trying to catch something, but catching out this Weaver, it's a little bit hard. Especially if it's just this Kunkka just trying to run out the Weaver. Oh, Sand King's already in the enemy base, has the bugs on him. Ursa jumping in, Whistle Blade, popping the BKB. Elder Titan drops pretty low. BKB gets popped by the Weaver, boat comes on in, split, does a good bit of damage. The ghost ship, but man, this Slaughter just ends up dropping, and now this Weaver BKB comes to an end. The water parks, they just blow up this Weaver, forced to double buyback, triple buyback. Elder Titan's dead as well. Bye buybacks. Alright. And yeah, the Radiant, they're just gonna dip on out. I wonder if they wanna push this. Are they actually gonna try to push this? No way. Savages. Alright, alright. They wanna go in for round 2. Kunkka gonna use the X, get himself some of his mana back. They do need to be a little bit careful. There is no Ghost Fleet available, so that was a dude. That Ghost Fleet did work that fight. Oh, missile gonna get deflected. Oh, but the Sand King going right back in. Burrow onto the Elder Titan, tossing himself up into the air. Slithering Crush. And yeah, a little bit too aggressive, but Ursa jumping in, trying to go for the gyrocopter, gets trapped inside of the Mad Serpent Wars, now gets shackled up, now buyback Burrow onto the Weaver, forced to use the time lapse, call down, doing a good bit of damage, gonna get the kill onto the Ursa and this Elder Titan, now this Sand King, trying to chase for the supports, Lion gonna end up going down, and dude, I think this is GG. Any more buyback, dude? That's crazy. That was a very explosive end to that game. That was wow. Uh, Dude, very well deserved victory here for the Radiant. Like honestly, I think the Dire came ahead out of this laning phase. Slithering Crush onto 3. Weaver starting to right click away at this Kunkka. Kunkka needs to get the boat out, get the rum onto himself. Does get the rum to himself now. Should be a-okay. Slaughter ends up going down. They're gonna start focusing the ancient. But dude, what a game! That was actually a very explosive end to that game. And dude, congratulations to the Radiant. Like, dude, they played so well. Like, even though I definitely think they came out, they weren't like they didn't come out so hot from the laning phase, but dude, their plays throughout the mid game towards the later end portions of the game just were just better, and like overall they played much better as a team, and honestly, well deserved victory. And yeah, like Dyer had a nice little lead, must have been like well like 8k something like that, but then all of a sudden the Radiant started. They started trying hard, actually making some good plays, and they end up winning the game. Pretty simple. Actually, want to look at some of these damage graphs. Damage received. Magical 26k, 27, 27. Okay, not as much as I thought it was gonna be for sure. I definitely thought it was gonna be a lot more magical, but a good bit of magical nonetheless for sure. Definitely more than more than the Dire had. It was a good mix of damage all throughout. Like there was a lot of physical and also a lot of magical. But dude, what a crazy game! What a crazy game! That was a like it wasn't like a crazy comeback, but it was a really nice comeback. Like the rating was behind, like really right from the laning phase, kind of. They had a little bit of a lead, but then they kind of lost it. But yeah, like overall, just better played by the Radiant. It was really nice to see. Like whenever teams play like really well, like the team works on points. Really pleasant to see, and it's really nice. So yeah, congratulations to the Tyler Radiant. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to support the channel any way you can, whether that's liking the video, subscribing, sharing it with your friends, whoever it is, your grandma, your girlfriend, unborn child. It doesn't really matter, a views of you. However, if you're not bothered, the mere fact you watch this video is good enough for me. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day. Peace out.